Dreamcast. I am your host, Denise Walsh. I combine science, scripture, and stories that will inspire you to dive deep, break through your own personal glass ceiling, and design a life of your dreams. Welcome back to the Dreamcast. In today's solo episode, we are going to be talking about all things vision. Vision, not just creating and cultivating your own personal vision, which is super duper important, especially if you are setting goals, hitting goals, reaching your goals, redreaming or reinventing yourself. But we're also going to talk about how to transfer that vision or cast that vision onto others around you, to enlist them into your vision or to help them create a vision for themselves. So let's talk about what is personal vision. Personal vision is a picture of the future that produces passion. A picture. So you vividly in your mind's eye can see yourself achieving and accomplishing the life that you want. Why is vision so important? Well, vision, having a vision, equals increased hope. The definition of hope is a feeling of optimism or desire that something will happen. An example of hope is when somebody believes their situation will improve and they've got hope that things will change. Hope involves that there's a will. There's a will for movement. There's a will for progress. And their mind is open to different ways to get there. Hope often lifts our eyes. It opens our eyes to see what could be rather than what just is. And hope tells us that there's more. Hope keeps us focused on walking, searching, longing, loving. Hope is like a driving factor to moving forward. And hope is the opposite of depression. If you're feeling depressed or anxious, you often also feel hopeless. Now, if you picture two gentlemen getting out of bed in the morning, one has a clear personal vision of what they want life to look like, and they've got that fire in their belly, meaning they're inspired, internally motivated to take action towards their goals. They're gonna get out of bed with a different set of eyes and a different excitement about life. The next guy, right? They're depressed. They're feeling hopeless. They get out of bed with less of a drive, with less of ambition, because they don't really see that life can change. Now, hope or vision is not about a reality check of where we are now. It really doesn't matter what life looks like today. It truly is about what do we want life to look like. And so these two gentlemen could have same basic life situations, yet they're dealing with them differently. One creating, cultivating, and casting their own personal vision, and one staying stuck in the here and now, feeling depressed and hopeless. So let's talk about how to create your own personal vision. The first thing is to picture yourself 3 steps ahead of where you are today. And when you do that, you have to ask yourself some questions. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And then the next question is, what do I want to feel? What do I want to feel? Like, what do I really want life to look like? And when you picture yourself 3 steps ahead, you picture yourself feeling that way and experiencing those things already. The more clear and specific about what, that you can get about what you want life to look like, the clearer the picture in your mind's eye, the more excited you're going to be to get up and take action. Now, know that this vision doesn't have to be where you want your life to be in 5 to 10 years. I feel like most people say to me, I don't even know what I want for lunch tomorrow. Like, how am I going to know what I want in 5 to 10 years? It really can be, what do I want for the next 6 months? Where do I want to be at this time next year? And again, the more clear and excited you are about it, the more hope for the future you are going to have. Now, why does creating your own personal vision work? When we or others start to say out loud and think or visualize about what it is that we want in the world, we start to create it. Now, I've talked about the reticular activating system in past podcasts, and this basically is a piece, like a spot in our brain that filters what we see in the world. I mean, you think about it, we've got thousands of things coming at us, millions probably every single day, and we can't see them all at the same level of intensity. And so the reticular activating system is your body's way to filter what's important to you. And how does it decide what's important? It decides based on what we're thinking about, what we're speaking about. And that's how the reticular activating system decides what we should see. So if you're thinking about and saying out loud and telling people your personal vision and what you want life to look like, and you're kind of living 3 steps ahead of where you are today, then your reticular activating system is going to pick out things in your environment that align with what you're speaking and talking about. The classic example for this is if you're looking for a car and you go test drive it. Like Brandon is really interested in Teslas right now. So he's doing all this research online and he's talking to people about it. He's telling people he wants it and he's seeing them all around town. And it's crazy. We live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's not like there's lots of Teslas you'd expect to see here, but yet when there's one, Brandon will see it. And what's interesting about the reticular activating system is that often these things have always been there, but it's not until it's important to us that we start seeing it all around town. The second reason why this works is because of the emotions that are stirred up when we are excited about where we're headed, our goals, the picture for our future. As we know, emotions attract like. So when your emotions are elevated and in a positive state and you're joyful, grateful, excited, it's like a radio tower. That's what you're broadcasting to the world, and that's what you'll get back as well. So think about your own self. Where do you want to be in the next year, the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? What do you want to have accomplished? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to travel? Spend some time writing down these things. 30 things you want to do, 30 things you want to be, 30 things you want to have. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want? And what do I want to feel? How do I want to feel and show up in life? And spend some time working on this, because once you kind of have that passion in your belly, it will overflow and you will naturally cast vision for others. So let's talk about the next piece of this puzzle. How do you transfer vision to others? Now, let's first think about who we would want to impact in this way. I think of my family, my children. I think of things like Brandon, my husband. I feel like I have to enroll him in the vision of going to Disney World for vacation, because when he thinks of vacation, he thinks traveling with children. That sounds awful. And oh my gosh, I don't want to, I just want to be in my own routine, and it seems like a lot of work. And so I feel like I need to create a PowerPoint presentation with like 6 bullet points about why we need to go to Disney as a family. I need to enroll him into my vision about how he's going to be better and our family's going to create memories and it's going to be so amazing. Whew. Yeah. So family, children, we cast vision to our children all of the time. Think of speaking life into the people around us, speaking life into our children, identifying their strengths, telling them like we see them the way God sees them. And we're speaking that life, to them, and they rise to meet that expectation. Team, friends, coworkers, clients, people around you. If you're a vision caster and you are up-leveling the people around you, guess what? More people will want to be around you. So how do you cast vision? The first way is to really watch and listen to what other people are doing and saying and identify their strengths. Identify their strengths. What are they naturally good at? And then honestly, I simply try to just recognize them. I mean, even my children. Owen is really good at projects, so I'll reinforce that. Like, oh my gosh, Owen, you are so good at puzzles. You have really great patience and really good focus, and I'm really proud of you. And you're just connecting and affirming the strengths that they have. Eli makes people laugh all of the time. He is a goofball, and so I'm always trying to connect with him on that level and affirm the strengths that he has. if you think of your team or your coworkers, what naturally comes, are they really good at mentoring? Are they really good at products and they love health and wellness? Are they really good at sports, or you can tell that they're passionate about what they do? Affirm that recognition and pour that belief into them, because most of the time people don't recognize their strengths as strengths. They honestly think that everybody is good at that, and they don't really know how cool they are. So validating that is an idea. Another one is to ask them for what they want. This one's really, really important. Get them talking about their dreams. What is it that they want? Who do they want to be? What do they want to do? What do they want to have? How much debt do they want to pay off? When do they want to quit their job? What do they want life to look like? And then see them 3 steps ahead of where they see themselves and speak to them as if they're that person. You are talking to them like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for you to cut up your credit card. Oh my gosh, did you know that we know people all the time that paid off their student loans in 2 years? You are absolutely going to do that. I cannot wait for you to pay cash for your kids to go to Disney. And you're going to create so many memories. Guys, I'm not talking about reality right now. I'm talking about vision. So you're seeing them 3 steps ahead, and then you're confidently, with high belief, calling out the vision that you see. What's interesting about this is that when I am casting vision or painting a picture of what their life could look like, I don't know that they are going to pay off their debt or go on vacation. I don't see the future, and I don't know that. But what I do know is that the longer somebody focuses on one thing, the bigger chance that they will actually achieve it. So I'm helping to keep them focused. I'm giving them hope and giving them belief and showing them that they too can truly set their goal and go achieve it. It's as a leader, we know that where there is no vision, the people perish. It's Proverbs 29:18. I'll say it one more time. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So think about a group of people that truly has no vision and maybe no leader casting that vision. They're probably a bit muddled, going in a bunch of different directions, not very clear, and maybe not even working well together. People follow people who know where they're going. So when the leader is clear and the leader is casting vision for themselves, but then also the people on their team, seeing them 3 steps ahead, talking to them like they're there, and casting that hope, casting that belief, the team will follow. It reminds me of Finding Nemo. I love the scene in Finding Nemo when they are caught in a fishnet. And at first, all the fish are swimming in a million different directions, and they don't know how to get out. They're all just all over the place. And finally, someone says, or a fish says, swim down, swim down, swim down. And they all start swimming in the same direction. Someone, the fish, I don't even remember who it was. Was it Nemo? Casted the vision, gave that direction, and gave them hope that they could get out of there. And so they all started swimming in the same direction, and they all broke free. We don't need to actually necessarily know the end result, but what we know is that you can get there. And I'm casting that belief and hope in the people that are around me. Now, there's a lot of people who casted vision for me. And what's interesting about those who casted vision for me didn't necessarily speak directly to me. They didn't say, Denise, you are going to be at the top of this company. Denise, you are going to speak on stage in front of 20,000. You are going to impact people. And nobody told me that. But what they did, you guys, is they had their own vision so clear. They knew where they were going. They were saying things like, have you ever, to be the first in a company like this, this is where millionaires are made. And do you know the perfect storm of a hot sizzle product that nobody knows about? And, we're not even international yet, and we've got so much room to grow. They were casting vision for our company. And what that gave me was hope. And I could figure out my own personal vision within the big grand scheme of things. People are listening. People follow people who know where they're going. People follow people who have their own personal vision, who are loud about that to everybody around them. and then transfer that confidence and belief to those they meet. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants hope. Create and cultivate your own personal vision. And once you do, you will overflow with vision for others. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into your family. Speak life into your team. When you do, watch out, world. This is where miracles are made. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.
Thank you so much for listening today. Head over to denisewalsh.com. Enter your email to subscribe to our list, and I will be sending out an early bird special coupon. 50% off, in fact, of the Dream Life Workbook when it is launched in just a few months. So if you want to have first dibs, let's get your name on that list. Thanks again. I so appreciate you, and remember to dream big.